And in this bootcamp, we'll be learning on chain analysis. So if you were on the onboarding call, for those that were not on the onboarding call, I'll just give a brief rundown of what to expect during this bootcamp. So we'll be having mentors coming in, teaching us on data analysis, and we'll also be learning on how to integrate it with the Web3 ecosystem. And also would also be having Dune Africa. Dune Africa is a very active community when it comes to on-chain data analysis. We'll be having them coming in to also facilitate some sections later on. So for the purpose of today, this is the first class, and I believe it to be more or less like an introductory class. We are having a mentor, it will be on the call. So we'll be taking us through what he has for today. Then we would also be having the second class for this week on Thursday. So please, I will encourage everyone, stay active on the WhatsApp community. We have on the WhatsApp community, if you've joined the community, there's a sub community that is called AI, ML, and data science. So stay active there because we'll be using there to pass informations. And also on the Discord channel, we also have a Discord channel that is on the Discord channel, there is a channel for this current cohort that is going on. So also stay active there. You also always check the announcements, check the recordings. There you'll be getting, there's a channel for recordings there on Discord. So you'll be getting access to watch the recordings of each class, because we know and we understand that some students may not get everything immediately during the class. So they will have to want to go back over it again and again. Yes, and attendance is also, let me use the word mandatory. Yes, it's compulsory. You attend each classes. You try as much as possible to make sure that you definitely show up. And if for some reasons you can't show up, also try to reach out to sometimes the cohort coordinator via Discord. That's the person of Indy, though it's currently not on the call. So always try to reach out to him or so on, so that we could know, because we also want to be tracking active students and know how we are also improving in what we are doing. So for today, we'll be taking to this section and facilitating. So please try to follow through, try to stay to the end, try to also maybe ask questions where you need to be clarified. And just in case you're not on the WhatsApp channel, you're not on the Discord community, please just also indicate on the comment section, and I would be sharing that. So I'll be handing over to the mentor on the call. So it will be over to you, GM.
Okay, fine. And thank you, Mr. George. GM, everyone, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, joining us from. So I'm Ebu Nova. I'm a full stack blockchain developer, and second, I'm presently learning applied artificial intelligence from the International University of Applied Science, Germany. So I'll be your tutor for this week, or is it mentor for this week? I'll be taking you guys on what Python, what programming, what language basics. So stay engaged while we go on. I'll be sharing my screen now. If you can see my screen, just drop some reaction. Let me know if you can see my screen. Can you see my screen? Okay, thank you very much. So now, before we start, if just to make the class much more engaging. So if I'm too fast, let me know. If I'm too slow, let me know. If you have a question, then you take to ask me what your question. So before we begin, I would like to know if any of you has written any line of code, either any programming language, JavaScript, Java, or the rest. Just kind of raise up your answer, I can see you, so I can know how I will pass the knowledge to you guys. So if you have visited any line of code before, just drop it so I can see any line of code before. Hope I'm not talking to just myself, or can you guys hear me? Am I audible enough? Wow. Okay, so I just said something. If you have not written any line of code before, let me see your hands. But if you have written, I'll call you guys later. So if you are new to the programming language, raise up your hand. Okay, fine. So I'll just guide and share my screen. So now, let me share the slide. The slide. Let me see. Okay, fine. So can you guys see my slide now? I cannot see you guys from over here. Okay, not I will do. Let me just copy from here. Then paste it here. Or let me just use this slide. It's here. Yeah, this will have better. So fine. So now this is this material making use of in this boot camp for the Python basics. So the duration is 6 hours today and on Thursday. Then my name is Ebube. So now introduction. What is Python? So let's understand what we are trying to learn. What is Python? Python is a programming language which was created by Guido van Wormus and released in 1991. It is used for web development, that means server side of web development, software development, mathematics, and system scripting. So what can Python do? Python can be used on a server to create web application, can be used alongside software to create workflows. Python can connect to database system. It can also read and modify files. Python can be used to handle big data and perform complex mathematics. Python can be used for rapid prototyping or for production-ready software. Why are we learning Python? Why Python? So now, Python works on on different platform: Windows, Mac, Linux, Raspberry Pi, etc. Python have a simple syntax similar to English language. Python has syntax that allows developer to write program with fewer lines than other programming languages. Python runs on an interpreter system, meaning that code can be executed as soon as it is written. This means that prototyping can be very, very quick. Python can be treated in procedural way, an object-oriented way, or a functional way. Good to know. So now, before I go ahead, any question? Any question before I go ahead? Any question? Should I just go ahead? Okay, thank you. Okay, fine. So let me just continue. Okay, thank you, Mr. Solomon. Let me just continue. So now, so good to know. The most recent major version of Python is Python 3, which we shall be using in this boot camp. However, Python 2, although not being updated with anything other than security update, is still quite popular. In this boot camp, Python will be written in a text editor. It is possible to write Python in an integrated development environment such as Pony, PyCharm, NetBeans, or Eclipse, which are particularly useful when managing larger collection of Python files. But we'll be using Visual Studio Code for this boot camp. Python syntax compared to other programming languages. Python was designed for readability and has some similarity to English language with influence from mathematics. Python uses new lines to complete a command as opposed to other programming languages which often use semicolons or parentheses. Obviously, also things in the code. So let's just go ahead with the theoretical part of it. Python relies on what indentation using white space to define scope, such as the scope of a loop, function, and classes. Other programming languages often use curly brackets for this purpose. Now, installation part. So now, how many of you have what Python installed on your local machine? Just signify so that I can jump the installation part. If you have Python installed, okay, Mark. Okay, Marvin, you don't have. Okay, you can speak. Is it Mujuawa? Sorry, I hope I pronounced your name well. So, should we wait for you guys to install it, or you can install it after the class? Okay. So now, local machine is just what? It's just your PC. That is your local machine. Your PC, either Mac, Ubuntu, or Windows. That is your local machine. So now, let's go ahead. But I'll be dropping the command for you on the chat so you can install it along. But we'll just go ahead. So I'll just copy that will drop it for you guys so you guys can install it. So this is the link to install what? The Python on your local machine. So now let us go ahead. So now, what is Python syntax? What is Python what syntax? Okay, yeah, welcome, Mr. and Crypto Prof. Yeah. So, Mr. Marvin, you just install it while the class go on. You get. So before we go to the coding aspect, you must have it running on your local machine. So now, Python syntax. In programming, syntax refers to what specific rules and convention that dictate how to write valid code in a particular language. Each programming language have their own syntax. I think from Rust, JavaScript, Java, and now Python. They have whole different syntax. For instance, what to work on Python code might not work on a Rust code. That was how the syntax works. So now, it is like the grammar of a programming language, defining the structure and order of code element without following the correct syntax. A program won't be able to run or be interpreted correctly by the computer. Can you see now? Without following the correct rules of that programming language, the program will be unable to run in your local machine or interpret in your local machine. So now, what is Python indentation? Indentation refers to the spaces at the beginning of a code line. Indentation refers to spaces at the beginning of a code line. Where in other programming languages, the indentation in code is for readability only. The indentation in Python is very important. Python uses indentation to indicate a block of code. So now we'll see into action. So now, let me just see. So I'm going to my text editor now. So this is my text editor. Wow, I have some codes running. Sorry, let me just clear out this one. So I think I've created a folder for it already. So Python practice, I think so, yeah. So now we'll look at it in. So now this space is now in front of it. This space on line 140 is just an indentation space, just like a white space to enable the Python code to run. When I will take that into add, so now let me just see it into my the right folder I'm supposed to be in. So now I'm Python. So let me zoom out. Okay, fine. So now then cd, let me see. That thing that is on. Then Python hello.py. I'm in the right folder. I'm in the right folder. Let me see. Okay. Just use an online editor for it. And this is wrong with that. So let me just now sorry. Let me use this one for it. So now, so we're going to be seeing it now in action. But I play that I run now. Let me see. Can you see now? 5 you get that, you get that. So, but if I move this page now on line 4, let me see. Then I run it. Can you see? Indentation what? Error. So if I must write your Python code, indentation what matters a lot. This type of space now is not needed in JavaScript or in Rust, but in Python it's needed, these white spaces. Now I think that is all from indentations. Now on to the next part. So now comments. Python has commenting capacity, so the capability for the purpose of what encode documentation. Comments start with what hashtag, and Python render the rest of the line as what as a comment. Comment is what in Python. So now I don't know if you have gone through those that are into programming, you must have gone through a code base. You see what different what comment on those code on each line of code in that code base. It's just like telling the one going to your code that this is the work of so and so function. Function A is supposed to do so and so things. Function B the same things. Function B see the same thing. So that's the function of a comment. And with this hashtag now at the front now, that code on that line is not going to work. So now let us try it and see. I'll just take out this one, then we'll see it. Now let us run. Remember, the code on line 3 is this is a comment, and it was not executed. Only just what hello world that was executed. So now on to the next part. Multi-line comment. Python does not really have a syntax for multi-line comment. To add a multi-line comment, you can insert a hashtag for each line. Just as it is that this is a comment written in more than just one line. This is it. So some code base, some developer write their code so that they put what comment on each line of code for you to be able to understand what those function is supposed to do and how it's supposed to work. That is the function of a comment in Python. Though as you go along in the bootcamp, you will get to understand why comment is what is needed. Because without comment, your code is kind of hard to read by another developer. So you get Abi. So before I go ahead, any question? I think I'm talking to myself for a very, very long time. I want let the class be very, very interactive. So any question, guys? Any question? I've not had you guys' voice. So you just say hi to me. So I'm not in the class. So I'll call you one after the other. Just say hi. So no question. Yeah, Abdul Laziz, Salu, yeah.
Hi, hello.
Then, okay, thank you. Then Chukwuemeka Steven, just say hi. Let me know that you are in the class. Can you hear me? You want to talk? Okay, drop an emoji. Drop an emoji. Okay, thank you. So now crypto prof.
Yo, GM, everyone.
Okay, GM, thank you. So is it Ime? Hope I pronounce the name properly. Just say hi. Ime, can you hear me? Okay, thank you. So Joy.
Hi.
Joy. Okay, hi. Then Mark.
You guys, hi.
Okay, thank you. Malvin.
Hi, guys.
Okay, thank you. So I don't know how to pronounce this name. If I spoil someone's name this hot afternoon, is it Mujwawa or hope I pronounce it well? Wow. So now, Oluwatosin Mercy. Just say hi. I'm not in the class.
Hi.
Okay. Okay, thank you. So now, Solomon.
Hi.
Okay, thank you. So, Web TV Precious. Web TV Precious. Web TV Precious. Sorry, Fighter, can you mute him? Yeah, thank you. So now, we'll go ahead with. Okay, fine. I think that is fine. So now, so not quite as intended, you can use a multi-line string. Since Python, we ignore string literal that are not assigned to a variable. You can add a multi-line string, triple quote in your code, and place comments inside it. So now, so sorry guys, this introductory part is just what I feel that you guys should know. But we are coming towards what the curriculum of the boot camp. So I think it's done of the material. So now comment the triple quote what for comments. So now Python what variables. In Python, variables are created when you assign what a value to them. When I say what a value to it. In Python, variable are created when you assign what a value to it. For example, variable in Python, x equals to 5, y equals to what hello world. Variables are containers for storing what data, what values. Creating variables. Python has no command for declaring a variable. A variable is created the moment you first assign a value to it. So now let us try it out. So now if I type now x is a what? It's just like normal x that I know in what in the alphabetical what or bad alphabetical order XYZ. So now it's just normal x, but that I say equals to not equal to 5. I've assigned a value to what the variable. Now x is now what a variable, then 5 is what is the value. If I say y now equals to what equal to 5 tech equals to 5 tech. Then if I say z equals to what, let's say z equals to what equals to boot camp, then I'm going to print it out. Print x print y print z. Now let us open it and see. So can you see now? The variable xyz has what 5 tech and what and boot camp. Now variable and what and value. That is how it is. There is simple what scenario about how variable works. So now onto the next part. Now creating what a variable which we have done already. So now casting. If you want to specify data type of a variable, this can be done with casting. So now x equals to what string what 3, y equals to integer what 3, then z equals to float what 3. So now we'll get into a code and data types in what in Python, but this is just what an overview of it. String 3 is a string. No, 3 is not a string. 3 is what is an integer. Then y is what integers, then z is what is float. So now get the type. Let us get the type of this ones that we in here. Now we'll go back to our code editor now. So if I come here and do what and write type, then what brackets, parentheses, then the same thing here too. Type, then so let me see. Now and I run it. So can you see now? The type of x is what? Or variable x is what? integer. Baby, y is what is string. Z is what is string. That is how it works. So now, let me see. Okay. Now I've gotten the type now. Now single and double quote. String variable can be declared either using a single or a double quote. In Python, it works the same way. Single quote or double quote. But in some programming language now, it does not work the same way. That if you are familiar with Carrier programming language that works with Unstack network ecosystem, a layer 2 or what on Ethereum blockchain. If you do a single quote, you are referring to what 252. But if you do a double quote, is what a byte array. That is what a specific programming language. But in Python, all things goes. Both single double quote still work the same way. So now case sensitive. So now variables named are case sensitive. This example, this will create two or two variable. A lowercase a equals to 4, uppercase a equals to Salim, and both of them are different entity entirely. And there's some programmer that does this mistake constantly. The way that lowercase a is the same thing as uppercase a, but it's for two entity in Python. I think in other programming languages it's two different entity. Now let us try it and see. So now this same thing that we've written here, we'll just copy, then paste. Then paste. Let's see how it works. So we'll change this X to uppercase, Y to uppercase, and Z to uppercase. Footprint now. When the small letter, the lowercase X, Y, Z are going to print out. Can you see? So let us move this type. I think we don't need it again. So can you see now? Fight tech boot me. No, let me make it much more different. Let us say Ghana in uppercase, then Rwanda in uppercase. So and let's say 2025, and let us run. So please, can someone tell me why this 2025 Ghana and Rwanda is not printing out? Let me know. Hello guys, can you guys hear me? Let me the class much more engaging.
Jim, I guess it's because it's case sensitive.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Alvin. Yeah, that is the major reason, because it was case sensitive. Now let us do the same that we did in the first few lines of code. Now we change the variable cases. Now say uppercase X, uppercase Y, and uppercase Z. Let us print and see. So can you see now? Python is how do I say it? Is somewhat determined on case sensitive. So don't make a mistake as what a data analyst to make about the case sensitive of Python. Don't make that same mistake, please. Now on to the next part. Let's see what the next part. So now variable names. The variable name can have a short name like X and Y, which we have done. I think I have to okay, yeah, like this. But a variable can have a short name like X and Y, or more descriptive name like age, car name, total what underscore volume. Rules for Python variables. As I said before, rules apply to a different programming language, also called syntax. That's the rules and the convention that every developer or data analysis must follow. So now, rules for Python variables. A variable name must start with a letter or the underscore was character. A variable name cannot start with what a number is not acceptable in Python. A variable name can only contain what alphanumeric characters and underscore, A to Z, 0 to 9, and underscore. Variable names are case sensitive. Age, lowercase a, age, uppercase A, and age or uppercase are three different variables, which you have seen before in our code word editor. So a variable name cannot be any of the Python keywords. Python keyword, just like print, it's also a Python keyword. You can check out some of the Python keywords online. You cannot name a variable as a Python word keyword. Print is a Python word keyword. Then function is a Python word keyword. Don't name a variable with those names. So examples, legal names. So now, my var John, my underscore var John, underscore my underscore var John, my var, this is camel case John, my var John, and my var to John. All these things are what legal what variable names what in Python. So examples of illegal variable names. To my var. Remember, the rule state that don't start what a variable name with a number. So now my dash val is not acceptable. When underscore that goes, then my space val is not acceptable. When name a variable name, and space is not needed. So now multi-word variable names. Variable name with more than one word can be difficult to read. There are several techniques you can use to make them more readable. So now in Python, there are three ways of naming a variable. We have the camel case, the Pascal case, and the snake case. I think for this concept also apply in other programming languages. How to create a good variable name. So now, camel case. Each word except the first starts with a capital letter. Each word, my variable name. Each word except the first start with capital. Why? Because it's not allowed to name a variable to capital the first letter. Now, Pascal case, each word starts with a capital letter. Each word, my variable name, John, capital letter. Then snake case, each word is separated by an underscore, which I've seen audio examples over here. So now I think that is about the snake case. Many values to multiple variables. As a developer, as a data analyst, the best convention in that aspect don't repeat yourself in terms of writing code. Don't repeat yourself. Now XYZ, orange, banana, cherry. This code that will wrote here now, this XYZ, we can restructure it and make it just like this. XYZ. Now let us try it and see. Now I think I'll just take out this one. Just comment it out. So now X, Y, Z equals to, let's say, orange, banana, then mango. So print X, print Y. In Python, what we use to view our lines of code is print. The print for statement. If it's in JavaScript, it's console.log. If it's in Rust, it's print new line. Print just like print new line. Sorry, print new line. This guy is doing what? Is doing what? Is doing what written in Rust. Then in JavaScript is console.log. So don't make a mistake of using what the print statement and that program that no is not needed. So now let us print and see. Okay, line 16. I think I'm making some mistake. Let me check. Okay, I forgot about the comma. So let's see. Let's see. So can you see, guys? Than be writing the line of code, making very, very lengthy, just put everything on a single line, then print it. And I think that is all from this multiple values to multiple variables. Then write multiple variables. X, Y is equal to what? Orange. So you do print X, Y, Z, all the X, Y, but orange. Now let us write and see. Let's try. Let us take out just this banana and mango. Then let us print and see. And 16. Oh, sorry. So can you see now? Multiple variables to what? A single value. So now, guys, before we go ahead now, any question? Any question, guys? Okay, Marvin, can go ahead. Your answer up.
Yes. My question is, when you printed that XYZ, like it was on a straight line, like when you printed the orange and the rest was on a straight line.
Yeah.
Is it because of how you arranged it? Like, is it possible for it to just be on one line, or is it because of how you arranged it on a straight line?
I think that it's because of high or it's going to be on a straight line. There is that multiple values to multiple variables. Now to start breaking them down and start by remember in Python make your code very vividable. Do X equal to what? Orange, Y equal to mango, and Z equal to cashew. It have chopped for 3 lines of code, but I can do that same thing there on a single line. It's going to work perfectly if you know how the syntax works. That is how it is. Do you get?
Okay. All right, no problem. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. So crypto prof, let me hear you.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you very much. So I want to ask if we can get the material you are going to teach us after the class.
Yes. Definitely, I'll drop the material. Let me drop it safe now. Then I'll drop it in the community channel. Let me see everyone.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Yeah, welcome. So let me see. Copy. So this is the material I'm making use of, but I'll still drop it in the community channel. Now let us go ahead. So output variables. The Python print function is often used to print out variables. X equals to Python is awesome. Print X. Definitely the output will be X. So print Python is awesome. In the print function, you output multiple variables separated by a comma. So let us try this one out now and see. Now before it was multiple variables to multiple value, but now it's multiple variables to a single print statement. Let us see how it works. Python is awesome. Python, let me just comment out this one. Python is awesome. So x equals to Python, y equals to is, then z equals to what? Awesome. So let us see how it's going to p print x, y, then z. I see, guys. So, Mr. Marvin, your hands are still up. Any question?
Oh, no, no, no.
So, if you can see now, before it was multiple variables to multiple what values, but now it's multiple variables and values to a single word print function, print statements. Is what is Python, is what is out, is what is awesome. So now on to the next part. Let's see. You can also what use the plus operator to output multiple variables. Now global variables. Global variables. Variables that are created outside of a function are known as what are global variables. Global variable can be used by everyone, both inside of a function and outside. Example: create a variable output of a function and use it inside the what? Inside the function. Now let us see how this one works. Now this one here now is the global variable. By define my function. This is the best way to call what a function under Python. Define my function, print Python is x, and x is what is awesome. It's what a global variable, and I'm calling it inside a function because it's what is a global variable. Let me say global scope and what and local scope. You get to know about it very soon. Now let us print and see. Python is what is awesome. I don't call the function, define my function, print Python is what is awesome, and it was printed out. So that is how it works. So now let us go to the next part. If you create a variable with the same name inside the function, this variable will be local and can only be used inside the function. The global variable with the same name will remain as it was, global, and with the original value. Example: create a variable name inside a variable inside a function with the same name as the global variable. So now remember the variable what is awesome and x is what is fantastic. So now let us implement what in the code editor. So now so this one here is what is global variable. Then local variable. So now guys, from the few lines of code I've explained for you guys before, can someone tell me which one will print out first? Because there are two print statements here. Which line of code will print out first? Is it the line 35 or the line 38? Which of them? Any answer is accepted, guys.
Can't see your screen.
Okay, doing that now. So which one we print out first? So I say
I
line
think line
35.
38.
Line 38. Okay, line
Because
38.
line 39 has print, and the print is commanding to print line 38.
Okay. Remember, one is global variable, one is what is local variable. Which one we what? We execute first. Is it the global or the local? Someone say awesome, someone say local first. Okay, fine. Let us see how it what to print out first. So the local variable printed out first. So those that say what? Local. You guys won. Congrats. Why? Because
Sorry, why?
I'm hearing you.
Okay, I wanted to ask, like, sorry, why did local print out first?
Okay, so but this how it is. What in every programming language and also in Python, code are being executed what line by line, line by line, line by line. So now line 35 now is awesome. That I define what a function called was my function x equals what equals to fantastic. Then line 39 prints what Python is what is x. Remember, I've declared what x in line 38, and because it was inside what a local scope. So this code on line 39 is execute first before the code was outside of the function. That means the global was variable, and the print statement of the global variable is what in line what 43. Do you get Mr. Marvin?
Oh, okay. So because this one is inside the
The local
the
variable.
entire.
So now
Oh, okay.
let us do something now. Let me comment out, copy this one, comment out this one. Then paste this print statement online. What online? That is, let us see it is going to work. Can you see, Mr. Marvin?
Yes.
So that is how it is. It's very good to what line balance. Secondly, what you call it local variable or local scope. If you are a programmer before, you know about the code global scope and local scope. So that is how it is. So now let us take it back where it was before. So can we comment on this one? So I think we can move ahead with that. So let me see. Then the global keyword. No matter when you create a variable name inside a function, that variable is what is local and can only be used inside that function. To create a local variable inside a function, you can use the global what key. Sorry, to create a global variable inside a function, you can use the global what keyword for it. Example, if you use the global keyword, the variable belongs to what the global scope. So now this is where it started becoming very interesting. Now let us log out it our code editor. So let's see. So now from the explanation here, normally when you create a variable name inside a function, that variable what is local and can only be used inside that function. To create a global variable inside a function, you can use the word global keyword. Example, if you use the global keyword, the variable belongs to the global scope. I remember we have what local and global scope. So now remember this one here is a function inside what a local scope. Why? It's inside a function. But now with this global keyword now x, we are made what a global scope. Now let us run and see. Python what is fantastic. I remember the print statement is outside the function. That was why this one was able to execute by itself. Do you get? Hope I'm able to pass the concept to you guys much more understandable? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, it will be. Sorry, I have a question. So does that mean that X can be used outside this my function?
Yes.
Oh, okay, great.
So now, think that let us move ahead. Also, use the global keyword if you want to change a global variable inside a function. Example, to change the value of a global variable inside a function, we refer to the variable by using the global keyword. So let us try this one and see. It will still work. I think that it will still work. But we'll try it and see. So now in line 57 now, X is what is awesome. It's a what global word variable. And X is fantastic because it's a local word variable. So now, which one? Remember, there's only one print statement. What is going to print that? Is it Python is awesome or Python is fantastic? Guys, which of them will print? But we print that first. Is it Python is awesome or Python is fantastic? Let you guys thought on it. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can
Hello,
hear
guys.
you.
So which one we print first?
Line 37
Awesome.
will print first.
Line 57 will print first. Okay. Any other question? You want to say awesome? So let me get much more input. Awesome, So who again is going? Which I will print for? Is it awesome or fantastic? Fantastic. Okay. Next person, which I will print first? Awesome or fantastic? Okay, so let us print and see. So one that will print out first. Fantastic. Okay. If one hands up. Fantastic. Okay, that's fine. See. Fantastic. Yeah. So you guys can see that fantastic was printed out. Why? But inside what? Inside a local scope. Remember the code was line by line. So
If
any
I
question?
may, yes, I want to ask a question. So if I may, right, I'm thinking fantastic printed first, not just because it was local, but because you had the global function declared in it. Is that line of reasoning correct? Like I'm trying to say that line 60 global X has an effect on X is equal to fantastic printing first.
Yes, that is right.
Okay.
So you guys now can see the function of what a global keyword, a global keyword to alter what have been done before. Now me commenting it out now back. It has what? It has overrating this one. This X is what is awesome. So now on to the next part. Now Python data types. Built-in data types. In programming, data type is an important concept. Variables can store data of different types, and different types can do different things. Python have the following data type built in by default in these categories: text type string, numeric type int, float, and complex. Then sequence type list, tuple, and range. Mapping type dictionary, short from dic. Then set type set, frozen set, boolean type bool, either true or false. So binary type byte array memory view, then non-type none. So now getting the data type, you can get the data type of an object by using the type function, which you have done before. What I've done before. So now setting the data type. In Python, the data type is set by where you assign a value to a variable. X, hello world, is a string. X20 is an integer. Then X 0.5 is a float. Then Xij is complex. Then this square bracket, banana, apple, and cherry is a list. Then the parenthesis is tuple. Then the range. Then the curly bracket was a dictionary. Remember, dictionary is key and value pair. Key, my name, Ebube. My age, 2 years. My, just like that, key and value pair. So now insert banana, cherry, and apple. Remember that the brackets are almost the same thing. Curly brackets for both set and dictionary. But due to that key value pair, that was separated dictionary from a set. So now a floating set. I'm not sure if you cannot edit a value inside a floating set. Then x2 is a bool. Byte b, hello is is a byte. Then byte array 5, byte array. The memory view byte 5. This memory view byte array and non-type. You guys should not be making use of it in this boot camp. So I think I've done this part. So now this is where your curriculum starts from for the boot camp, control flows. Now, what is control flow? But before I go ahead, do you guys understand the introductory part of Python? Any question before we move ahead into control flow? If you are fine, just drop an emoji. Okay, you guys are fine. Okay, so now what is control flow? A control flow is the order in which code is executed. Python uses if, else for, and while to control this flow. Conditional statement: age equals to 18. If age, this will become very, very complex. If age less than 18, print you are a minor. Else if age equals to 18, print you are just an adult. Else if all above conditions are false, print you are an adult. So now if my age now, which example I'm going to use? Which scenario I'm going to use? Now, if you send someone towards the market to get for you something, so that gets me a mango. If there's no mango, get me an orange. That is how it works here. Now let us try it out and see. So let me see. So now remember that number is an integer. If age less than 18, print it's just an if else statement. You are a minor. Else if age equals to 18, that's what an operator statement. Equals to assignment statement 18, print you are just an adult. Else, I mean, if all the previous conditions are false, print this statement, you are an adult. So let us print and see. You are just an adult. Are you seeing? Now, if we change the value of age now to, let's say, to 10 years. You are a minor. Mean that the code on line 17 is executing. Why? Age is less than 18. Now let us try let us say 35 years, 36 years. you are what? You are an adult. Can you see, guys? Any question before we move ahead? Any question, guys? Or that is fine. If you find, just drop an emoji so I can move ahead. Why the class silent? Are you guys getting? Okay. Okay, so fine. Don't worry, we'll soon go for a water break around 1:30 Nigeria time. So now let us go ahead. So now loop. In Python, we have two types of loop, for loop and what and while loop. Example of a for loop. Fruit equals to apple, banana, cherry. Create a list of fruits. For fruit in fruit, that means loop through this fruit in this in this list that are here. Loop through it. Print fruit. Print what the current fruit. So let us see how it's going to work. So can you see now? The for loop now, I created what a different type of list of fruits. I can make it what any amount I want to make it to. I can say what mango. I can say strawberry. Let's make it 6. I can say what J cashew. Now let us print and see. No, it's not okay. I should add pineapple to the list. Let us add pineapple. So pineapple. Now is printing what? Audio fruits. Can you see? It's looping what audio fruit inside here, and it's printing or printing alpha so we can see. Now we'll see how we can print just a single fruit from the list. So now, example of while loop. Count equals 0, initialize count as 0. Why count less than what 3? One loop, why count is less than what is 3? It means counting count. Let us see it. Let us see. So now who can tell me what is happening on line 86 to line what? To line 19? Let me just see, but I know your take on it. What really happened on line 86 to line 19? Guys, let me hear your take on it. No answer is wrong. Guys, can you guys hear me?
Yes, can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so it's saying that like the what is assigned to count is 0. So while 0 is less than 3, print counts. So it's going to print um 0, 1, 2, and it will not print 3 because it's less than 3. Is that it?
Yeah, that is yes, that is it. So now on line 90 now, plus or equals to 1. Let me for each, because now this while now we want what it want 3 good times 0, 1, and 2. Why count less than 3? That means 0, 1, and 2. Add what? Add 1 to it. So now it ran the first time, but I was 0. It ran the second time, add 1 to 0, give us what? 1. If 1 the third time, add 1 to 1, what was 2. So that is how the while loop works. So you guys get. So now let us move to,
Okay, sorry, question.
okay.
Um, if the count, this count, um, plus equal to 1, if it is before the print function, would it still work?
Let us try.
It comes before.
Let us try it and
All
see.
right.
Can you see? You printed 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
So each lines of code what matter, but the best way to do it is to print what after the print function. Because now if you are doing it like this now, you are not calling what this count, this variable count here. Because now you just look at what 1, 2, 3. The while you cannot work like that. Do you get?
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Now the best practice and best convention is to do it after the print statement. We can make this count let's say up to 10, less than 10. You give us 0 to 9. Can you see? 0 to 9. Now let us try. Let me make this count now. What 1, or let's make it 2 and see. Are you see? 2 to 9. So it's what we stated here on line 86 that what your starting index of it. So now onto the next part now. So now break, continue, and pass. Remember, I was making use of the for loop. But this one, if you are using Python for backend engineering, for backend engineering, then for a backend server side, and in your backend code, you stated that once a user logs in for certain amount of time, stop the user from logging in. I mean, if you guys log into your platform, let's say for 3 consecutive times, within by a minute, break that loop and allow the user to rest for like either 5 or 6 minutes before you can log in back into your platform. That's how the break, continue, and the passes may work. If it's in it's break, continue, and pass. If it's in JavaScript, I think it's what is it called again? I've forgotten about it. So now let us try it and see. Now for I in range, this I can be any letter of your choice, but we don't make it of I. That's I've been seeing since where I started learning about programming and data analysis and the rest. So now for I in range is what is 0 to 4. Remember in Python, your index start at 0. If the range is 5, it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. If it's 6, it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I equals to 3, check if I equals to 3. Break. Exit loop completely. If I equals to 1, check if I equals to 1. Continue, skip the rest of the line and move to the next. Let us print and see. So 0 and 2. Why is it 0 and 2? Why is it 0 and 2? Can someone tell me why it's 0 and 2? Hello, guys. Why is it 0 and 2? Okay, Mark, you can speak.
Okay, I think it's because the value has reached 3, because you have set I is equals to 3, not the value has reached 3 and then it has stopped, because you have said break, because we have broken the code here below I is equal to 3.
Okay.
Am I right?
Yeah, let us hear from the other people before I'll tell you guys the one that is right. So now there's another person speak so we can know who's going next. Who is going next? Let us know who's going next. But you guys get the logic. You guys get the logic.
I want to actually ask a question.
No,
Okay,
If I is not declared as a variable and only given as in range, and it checks the first condition, I equal 3, right? If it
yeah.
were to break, why didn't it print 0, 1, 2? Why did it print 0 and 2 instead of 0, 1, 2? But if it breaks out of the loop, that means the other condition, I equal to 1, would not count if it breaks out of the loop. So if condition 1 is fulfilled, that means 97 would not count, and then it will print out the value. But my problem is, why didn't it print 0, 1, 2 instead of printing just 0 and 2? And since I is not declared, how is it picking its stats value?
Okay. Okay, so now for I in range. So let us see how range works first. Let me see. Let us see how range works first. I know Python documentation. Let me see. So we can get the right implementation for it. Okay, so let us do this one. So now let us get to understand what how range works. So the range function return a sequence of number starting from 0 by default and increment by 1 by default and stop before it was a specific number. Now from this implementation that is here now, for I in range, 0 plus 1, 1 plus 2, 2 plus 3, up to 5, no, up to 4. If I equals to 3, assignment of operator equals to 3. Check if I equals to 3. Is I equals to 3? I don't think so. Exit loop completely. But if I equals first to 1, there was continue, means I. And it's not just I is not stated here. I is not stated here. That is the problem. So now how can we go about this thing now? I'll just say that why is boycotted that 1 0 and 1 from the, because I was not equal to 3. Remember, is what is 0 and 1, 2. But according to this state why he left that 1 and Peter only was 0 and 2. But I'll say try to check it out after the class or do our water break and get back to you guys. You get, right? Guys, you get. I think I made mistake with this code. Okay, fine. So I'll get back to you guys with this part. So let's just leave it like this. So now let's move to the next part. So now data what? Data structures. Data structures. What are data structures? Data structures are ways to store what? To store and organize data in Python. My list 1, 2, 3. My list dot append 4 means my list 1. Okay, so now let us see how is it going to be? Let me make it much more lengthy. So now if I'm appending what 11 to it now, remember, so 0, 1, 2, 3 to infinity. It does not start from 1. So if I print now, if I print 1, my list 1, want to print out what is number 2. Let us check and see. Can you see, guys? Hope you and guys know why you printed what? Printed number 2. Now if I say print what? Print item for me or index 4. Index 4. Print out for me 5. Can you see? So that is how you can get what? An item from a list, if you know the index of that item on that list. Can you get, and you guys get? So now on to the next part. Tuple. Remember that tuple is among what the data types in Python. My tuple equals to what? 0, 1, 2, sorry, 1, 2, 3. Print what my tuple at index 0, and 0 is what is the first item, and that 0 is what is 1. The 0 is 1. Now, guys, if I got any question about the list and the tuple, any question, guys? Any question, guys? Or should I just go ahead? Drop emoji so I can go ahead.
Okay, sorry. What's the major difference between this list and tuple? Like, because I'm seeing that the index is still following the same index.
Yeah, we're just calling item
Wow,
from what, from a tuple. Yeah, we're calling item from a tuple. You get right?
yes.
Now the
But
difference
what I'm
between
saying is that, like now, that list now, if you say,
I'm not hearing you.
no, sorry, go on, sorry.
So now the difference between what a list and a tuple is just that lists are mutable, meaning the element can be changed, added, or removed after what? After creation. Why a tuple are immutable, meaning that the element cannot be changed after what? After creation. This makes them still for what fifth collection of item, and this is a tuple. This is a tuple. So now let us try to append. Am I tuple? A tuple. Now let us try to append what an item to a tuple. Let's see if it's going to. Yeah, it's good. I think it's going to work. They're not going to work. That was that immutable. So it's not going. It's not going to work. You guys get right. You and you guys get. So you can append what an item to a list, but it cannot be appended to a tuple. It's immutable. If you're working on an application that you want to let the item be fixed, use a tuple for it. Use a tuple for it. So I think that is fine about the tuple and the list. So now let's go to the next part. So set. So set, my set equals to what? It creates what a set, move duplicate automatically. If that is duplicate in set, it remove it automatically. So now let us try it and see. So now I'll see that it's very, very good for what? For later filtering. Once you're working on a data set now, and you have so many data that look the same, you can filter them. I mean in data analytics part too. But in the programming part of it now, it's mostly sort of move what for duplicate, either duplicate what email address or phone numbers. And let us try it and see. 4, 4, 5, 6. Let us print and see. So can you see now all those duplicate of 2, 4 is being taken up by the set. So set is very good what in moving what to duplicate what automatically. So now I think that is all about my set. So now the next one is what is dictionary. But I think that now if we don't go forward 5 minutes water break, then we'll be back around what 1:35. Is that fine, guys? Guys, yeah, 5 minutes water, stretch your body, then we'll be back around 1:35 p.m. West African time. Is that fine, guys? So I'll be
Yes, it is.
eh?
Yes, it is. It's fine.
Okay. So I'm bringing up my stopwatch now, setting for what for 5 minutes. Inside. Seleção errado. Fuck. Inside problems. Yes, Mr. Adorafu, we went on a water break. We'll be back around 1:35. So guys, welcome back. It's 1:35. You guys here just drop an emoji so I can go ahead. Okay, thank you. So guys, we'll continue from where we stop. So I'll be sharing my screen now. So I'm stopping the timer. Okay, so guys, let us go ahead now. Hope you guys can all see my screen. Are you guys seeing my screen? Drop an emoji if you can see my screen. Okay, thank you. Web 3. So now, Let's continue. So we stopped at set. We're moving up to what? Dictionary now. So dictionary. As I said before, dictionary just like what a key and value pair. My name is what Ebube. My age is 5 years. Date of birth 31st year 2025 and the rest. So we cannot create a key without a value in dictionary. So now let us see how it works in the code word editor. Using my code editor, I'm using VS Code for it. So let us make this so our lengthy. Put bootcamp data and Web3 data analysis. Then year 2020, no 2025. Now if I print out this thing now, I will get the name and the age. Why? That is what I wanted. So let us see. So now Alice is what? The name is is Alex. Like I also do for the memo, I can say print age person is what? $30. So do you guys get how the dictionary work now? I'm calling a value. I can call the value from the dictionary that using what? The name or the what? The key. I can get the value using what? The key of the what? Of the dictionary to get the value. If I say now I want this thing now, I want the bootcamp now. Bootcamp. Let us see. Web what? What data? So you guys get how dictionary works now? Drop an emoji. Cannot see you guys on the other side of my screen. You guys get how this thing work now? Okay, fine. So now list was comprehension. List comprehension. Now if it's square is space power what? Space power 2. So now square what? X times 2 for x in range 0 range what 5. Create a list of 4 square from 0 to 4. Print squares. A list of square from 0 to what? To 4. 0 times 0 or 0 power 0 is what? Is 0. 1 power 1 is what? 1 power 2 is what? Is 2. Let us print it and see. Let's see how it will be. Now commenting out this one. Let us see the output. So do you guys know how this works now? Do you guys know how it works? This list comprehension. Square now is what? Is base power 2. So 0 times 2 is 0 power 2 is what? Is 0. 0 is power what? Let us use our calculator to avoid mistake. Let's see. So 4 is power 2. 4 is power 2 is what? Let's see. 4. That means 4 times 4 times 1 times 2 hope I'm allowed to do this math very well. I'm kind of confused. My brain has been to work today. So 16. So that was getting what 16 from here. 4 times 1 times 2, that be what? Square root of 4. That is 16. That is how the squares work. You guys get, it's just simple mathematics. You guys get, right? So I can move right now to functions. What is a function? What is a function? A function is a block of reusable code that perform what? A specific task. Define and call a function. Define, greet, what? Name. Define function parameter, what? Name. Now I create a function called what? Greet name. And what is that name? Any name you specify, that would be the name of the person that you're going to greet. Now I can see that, for instance, and greet, who is on the call? Greet Joy. Greet Joy for us. Let us see. Greet Joy. I'm gonna use my own name. You guys can see, right? Greet what? Greet name what? Joy. Return what? Hello name. I don't like meeting background. Now, any question with this? Guys, any question? In terms of function? Any question, guys, in terms of function? Drop an emoji. The class is too silent and I don't like it. Or should we continue in the next class? It seems like we are tired. Guys, any question with regards to the function? Any question, guys? You guys will speak up. Let me know.
None from my end. I don't have questions.
Okay, thank you, Simon. Okay. So now let us move ahead now. I'm trying to make it somehow explanatory. So now, default word parameters. Define power x, y equals to 2. Define function with default parameter y equals to 2. Return x times y. And return x set power of y. Print what? Power 3. So 3, 9. 3 times 2, that is what? 9. Yeah, 3 times 3, 9. Power of 2. You just want to see how the square root 2 works safe. Let us see it from our own code editor, VS Code. You guys can see, right? Define function with default parameter what? 2. The power of 3 is what? Is 9. 3 times 1 times 2 times 3 is what? Is 9. That is what this function, how this function works. Define power what? X, y equals to 2. Return x times y equals to what? 9. You can see by the output is 9. Now let's go to the next part of this thing. So I've done this. So now what? Arbitrary what? Positional what? Arguments. Is this concept too hard? Guys that have not written code before, is this concept too hard for you guys? So I can kind of edit the material for you guys before the end of today. Guys, is this concept too hard? Let me know, please. Just drop an emoji if it's fine, but I can go ahead. I feel like the concept is kind of too hard for people still learning what programming. So it's fine, right? I can go ahead. Okay, fine. Okay, cool. So now, what arguments, ARGS, arbitrary what positional what arguments. Define all, so define add all numbers. accept any number of what of argument. That asterisk means what? Any number of argument. Return some numbers. So now add what? All 1, 2, 3, 4. Then return what? The sum of audio numbers. So I'm calling the function for me and adding number in the print statement. I want 1, 2, 3, 4 as what? As the input that I want. They add it for me and give me the output. But I'll be changing the number now from, let me use this mic. Yeah, let me use this one. So it's so faster for me. That to be switching between what allows us. So now, let's say 101, 203, then 304, 907. So now, I declared a function here in line 112. In line what? 112. Then I said what? Accept any number of argument, return some numbers, return what their sum. So any number I specify here now, it will what add it for me. They will return for me the output as the what? As the value. So now let's see what's going to bring that out for us. So can you see 1,215? That is sum of what? Of 101, 203, 304, and 607. That is sum of what? Audio numbers. And that will be what? That will be what the output. Now on to the next one, the next function. Arbitrary what? Keywords argument. Keywords argument. Define what? I'm defining a function. What? I'm declaring a function. Display what? Info. Accept any number of what of keywords what argument for key value in argument.item. Loop through key value what PS. Then print the function what key and value. Now the display info is what Alice at what at age 25. So it will loop through this and give me the output at what as Alice at what at age 25. Let us try it and see. So now, this is my question now for you guys now. Who can tell me what's happening from line 118 to line 122? 118 to line 122. Now that you guys have been following along for a very long time. You know the same thing with the previous function that was already by what written. Who can tell me what's happening from line 118 to line 122? You guys should talk, please. So we can know how far. Hello guys, can you guys hear me? Guys. Seems like nobody's in this class.
Yes, I hear you.
Okay, so can you explain to me? Marvin, you have been the one that have been speaking since. So what's happening from line 118 to line 122?
Okay, so line 118, the variable name there is display info. Then it's saying for key value in quarks.item. So that's dot item now is more like it's saying every item inside that display info prints it. So that's what I understand here. Because you're calling quarks, you're calling that quarks now using that dot item there. So yeah.
So yeah, thank you, Mr. Marvin. Now, what about if I kind of increase it and say bootcamp web 3 data, then year 2025. Let's see the output. Why are you throwing an error?
The year, you do not put it in.
A quote,
Abi,
right?
is there a
Yeah.
quote there?
Okay, so let us try it again.
Yeah, the 2020.
It's not still printing.
It's
No, 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 the
with an equal
2025.
sign, not
No, the
not
2025 supposed to be
not a
quote.
colon.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
An equal
thank you.
sign, yeah, equal sign.
Okay, equal to, yeah.
So now you guys have it's not still working. But you guys are following.
Remove the this thing. Remove the double colon. Just
The
yeah equals
2025.
2025. No double colon. Yeah. No quotes. Just remove the quotes.
Yeah.
So it's okay like this, right? So now I'm happy that you
Yeah.
guys are following along in the class. Now anything that you declare here as what as the input, that what is being printed out. That is being called what keywords, what arguments. So now down to the next part, error handling. So now in any programming language, error handling is always what better and kind of needed. For instance, now if you are writing a back-end code now that accept what email and password, I not put what an error handling feature in place that once two users are making use of the same email address, throw an error for them, definitely your application is non-effective. Now, what is what error handling? Error handler allows you to manage what exception, what error that are called during execution. My email, I've logged into your platform. So when I know my email, I can still log into your platform. That means you can still register with that was same email. Without what an error handling feature being put in place, definitely your application will still accept that same. Wow. Seems okay. I'll share my screen. Sorry, my screen kind of went off. Let me share the entire screen. Sure. So now error handling. So now in Python now we have three this one try, accept, and finally. I think try is also used in some other programming language. Finally, accept is used programming language, but in Python it was try, accept, and finally. Then we what we call the variable what num int input what your number result divide that number divide 10 over that number value error hand error if input is not a number. I mean if you type an input that is not a number, it should throw what an error. Then the next part is what is except zero division by error. Handle division by what by zero. Means can know what divide was by zero. Then finally done what processing. This is just long statement. You just see how it works on the code editor. So let's take it out. So it's still compiling. So enter your number. Let's say we put 10 now. Done what processing. Can you see all this? So by error features I put in play under the what, under the under the what, except the expect value error. Handle if input is what is not what is not a number. So now let us run it again and see. We'll type what's not what a number. I type my name, I enter. Can you see that line what 127? I've checked, is this input really a number? If not, give the user this for this error. If you are signing up on a platform and someone has used that email address previously, there will be an error message saying that this email address has already been used. I'm sure that most of us have seen that picture what in real life, in Facebook, Instagram, and the rest. If someone have made use of that email before and you're trying to sign up with that email on that same platform, it will throw what an error for you. That is how error handling works in all what programming what language. Without error handling, the application is not going to, it's not effective. So now let us see, is it, let us run it again and try the second error. 0 division what error. Handle division by what? By 0. I type 0, enter. Can you see the error now on the error handling on what line 129 is what is being what executed? Cannot divide by what? By 0. You cannot divide 0 by 0. It's not possible. So now on line 131 now is what is finally, mean that no matter the error that is being, the handling feature that is being put in place, this line of code should to execute. Done what? Done processing. Finally, that means finally on all the words you have stated in place, this line of code should be what be executed. Do you guys get? So that is how what error handling what is being done what in Python. So now onto the next part now. Base what? Base custom what? Custom what? Error. Like those errors in your application, your web application, you see that your email is what is invalid. Your password should have what alphanumeric numbers, either 1, show your name, special character, the number, the first what a capital letter in your password. That's what they call custom error function. So now let's check it how it works in the code editor. Code editor, let me see. So I think one. Why is the code not working? I think okay. I think I have to fix this code. So let me see. Okay, fine. So now, guys, any question with what with the by error handling in the try, except, and finally, let us know. Any question? Guys, any question? If we are fine, just drop an emoji. Let us go on. Okay. So the next, I'm in final class. Okay. I think the next one now, that's among your curriculum for the Python basic is what is scripting for data what collection. How to what make it of API and the rest. So let me see. So now guys, how many of you have made it of what? How many of you have what? Let's say what is a developer on this call, and you have made use of what of API before. Let me see your hands up if you are a developer with API before. Guys, guys. Have you consumed an API before or created one? API stands for what? Application Programming what Interface. Guys, are you guys still on the call? No? Wow, okay. So any other person made what an API before or created one for yourself? No? No? Okay, fine. So now this scripting in for data what collection will be consuming what an API, but we'll not go deep into it by today. This scripting for data collection will be done what on our Thursday class. So now, what is scripting for data collection? What is scripting for data collection? Python can automate the process of collecting data from website or API, application or programming what interface. Now, for instance, now, and most of you are not devs. Well, I've talked about to be very what explanatory. Let's see how it works. So now, by the time I log into your Facebook application now, you put in your password or your phone number or your email and your password. Then you sign in. Automatically, you are being redirected to your page or let's say your dashboard. The application, the API that Facebook have put in place to check is this user really registered on our platform, make a trip to the database to check. So that interface you are seeing, that is the client side or the front end part or the UI. But there are some things happening behind the scene that you don't know what about. So on you putting your password now, a call is being an API checks for your data in the database. If you are not in the database, you tell that user cannot be found, or your email is incorrect, or your password not correct, or your phone number was incorrect. All those things are being done by an API. That is how API works. So now we'll be calling an API from a third party API that will make use of on Thursday during our Thursday class. Let's see how it works. But before that Thursday class, let's just look like an assignment. Let us read about API and get to understand how it works properly. So on that Thursday class, we'll be consuming an API during our class. Is that fine, guys? Is that fine? Any question? So I don't want to go into this one today. I felt that I've spoken about a lot of things today. So you guys just go back and comprehend it. I've dropped the material on this call, but I'll still drop it again. So you guys can go through it and also check online how to consume API in data collection. So this is it. I'll drop it again. Now, before we call it a day, any question, any suggestion, or any observation? Guys, can you guys hear me? Any question, any suggestion? Okay, Mr. Stephen, we are good to go, right? So now, the rest people should speak before we call it a day. Drop some emojis, guys. Yeah, it's kind of fast paced because I would say that you guys, the curriculum that was set for the bootcamp, the Python basics, is not that, how would I say, it's not that tedious. Is it that tedious? Some features were just picked out of the Python curriculum, not beginner friendly. Yeah, I get. So now, in the next class now, right, I'll break it down for you guys everything. But in next class, we're making use of what of W3s, W3 schools. So after everything was step by step. So let me just show how W3 screen interface look like. So I just said it now, Seth. So this is it. Everything you need to know about Python is here. File handling, database handling, and the rest. So if you have a lot of time, or if you can make up time to just like my go through it, I mean line by line, folder by folder, you get to understand what much more better. But I'm working based on the what curriculum for the boot camp. Remember, everything cannot be taught in the boot camp. What you have been taught today is what you need along the way as you progress in this boot camp, data analytics or in Web3. So I think that is fine for my own end. But if you are still kind of confused, my DM is open. You can hit me up on WhatsApp or on Discord. Definitely. Once I see your question, I'll answer it for you. I think that will be all for my own end. Any other question before we call it a day? Guys, any other question before we call it a day? Or let us call it a day. The meeting at class on Thursday. Okay. Okay, no. Thank you guys. See you on Thursday, same time. Bye for now. You're welcome.